This said, his answer did the nymph attend. Her looks, her sighs, her gestures all did pray him. But Godfrey wisely did his grant suspend. He doubts the worst, and that a while did stay him. He knows, who fears no God, he loves no friend. He fears the heathen false would thus betray him. But yet such ruth dwelt in his princely mind, that 'gainst his wisdom pity made him kind. Besides the kindness of his gentle thought, ready to comfort each distressed wight, the maiden's offer profit with it brought. For if the Syrian kingdom were her right, that won, the way were easy which he sought, to bring all Asia subject to his might. There might he raise munition, arms, and treasure, to work the Egyptian king in his displeasure. Thus was his noble heart long time betwixt fear and remorse, not granting nor denying. Upon his eyes the dame her lookings fixed, as if her life and death lay on his saying. Some tears she shed, with sighs and sobbings mixed, as if her hopes were dead through his delaying. At last her earnest suit the Duke denayed, but with sweet words thus would content the maid. If not in service of our God we fought, in meaner quarrel if this sword were shaken, well might thou gather in thy gentle thought, so fair a princess should not be forsaken. But since these armies from the world's end brought, to free this sacred town have undertaken, it were unfit we turned our strength away, in victory, even in her coming, stay. I promise thee, and on my princely word, the burden of thy wish and hope repose, that when this chosen temple of the Lord her holy door shall to his saints unclose and rest in peace, then this victorious sword shall execute due vengeance on thy foes. But if for pity of a worldly dame I left this work, such pity were my shame. At this the princess bent her eyes to ground, and stood unmoved, though not unmarked, a space. The secret bleeding of her inward wound shed heavenly dew upon her angel's face. Poor wretch, quoth she, in tears and sorrows drowned, death be thy peace, the grave thy resting place, since such thy hap, that lest thou mercy find, the gentlest heart on earth is proved unkind. Where none attends, what boots it to complain? Men's froward hearts are moved with women's tears, as marble stones are pierced with drops of rain. No plaints find passage through unwilling ears. The tyrant, haply, would his wrath restrain. Heard he these prayers ruthless, Godfrey hears. Yet not thy fault is this, my chance I see, hath made even pity pitiless in thee. So both thy goodness and good hap denayed me, grief, sorrow, mischief, care, hath overthrown me. The star that ruled my birth hath betrayed me. My genius sees his charge, but dares not own me. Of queen-like state my flight hath disarrayed me. My father died ere he 5 years had known me. My kingdom lost, and lastly resteth now. Down with the tree sith broke is every bough. And for the modest lore of maidenhood bids me not sojourn with these armed men. O whither shall I fly? What secret wood shall hide me from the tyrant? Or what den, what rock, what vault, what cave can do me good? No, no, where death is sure, it resteth then to scorn his power, and be it therefore seen, Armida lived and died both like a queen. With that she looked as if a proud disdain kindled displeasure in her noble mind. The way she came she turned her steps again, with gesture sad, but in disdainful kind. A tempest railed down her cheeks amain, with tears of woe and sighs of angers wind. The drops her footsteps wash whereon she treads, and seems to step on pearls or crystal beads. Her cheeks on which this streaming nectar fell, still through the limbic of her diamond eyes, the roses white and red resembled well, whereon the rory May-dew sprinkled lies, when the fair morn first blusheth from her cell, and breatheth balm from opened paradise. Thus sighed, thus mourned, thus wept this lovely queen, and in each drop bathed a grace unseen.